Have you ever wondered how the passwords that you created when no one was around can easily be hacked or cracked? Do you know how such confidential information get into the hands of hackers? And have you ever used your phone number as a password to protect your Wi-Fi network or an account on any platform? Well, you must then watch this video. I will switch to my Kali Linux machine. And before that, let me be clear. This video is for educational purposes only and should not be used for malicious intent. Such skills carry a huge responsibility and should only be used for construction, not destruction. It is strictly for cybersecurity user awareness. And so, inform your friend, inform his or her friend. Now back to our machine. Today we will continue with Crunch and see how your phone number can successfully be compromised or can successfully be guessed. It is a very common practice for very many people that they use the phone number as a password for anything that is secure with a password. We will see how easy it is. We open our terminal and increase the font size. Hopefully this is visible enough. We will continue with Crunch. But before that, let's create a directory. We create a directory called Anyuan. That's my name. I'm just creating a directory or a folder for any. If you used to Windows, then a directory is just a folder that is in Linux. It is a folder. So we are creating a folder called Anyuan. MKDIR basically means make directory. That is in short. So we create and it's already created. It is now created. Now we check and see if it is actually created. We say ls, that is to say list, and then enter, and it's here. It is created and empty. We can clear the screen and then get into that folder or that directory, and we are inside the directory. The directory called Anyuan is here. Then again, we clear the screen and see if it contains anything. Does it contain any file or anything? We can say ls, and it is empty. Now you can see this folder or this directory is empty. From here, let's now see how we can guess phone number. We will say crunch and say the minimum number of characters is 10 and the maximum number of characters is 10. Why? This is because any phone number must be 10 characters long or 10 digits long. So we will start with the phone number that starts with 092. Probably if you're in South Sudan, you'll simply know that a number that starts with 092 is an MTN number. And take note, we are not attacking anyone or anyone in MTN, but we are just trying to demonstrate how easy it is to generate phone numbers or random numbers that resemble that of MTN lines or MTN numbers. The rest of the 7 digits will be just random numbers, and we can represent them with percentage symbol. There must be 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, 7 plus the 3 constant. The three numbers 0, 9, 2 will be constant. They will never be changing. But the rest of 7 numbers will be random numbers. They will be changing, to test the combination that will suit or that will match your number. So from here, we can write it into a file or we save it into a file called trapped phone numbers .txt. You can just name it anything. It doesn't matter. This is just a file name. You can name it anything that you like. It's just a user defined. So from here, watch the screen. Look at how it is going to generate millions and millions of random phone numbers in just a matter of seconds. Look, and here in only and only 3 or 4 seconds, we already have how many are this? This is 10 million passwords, the 10 million random phone numbers generated. Now, how do we uh, how do we check this? How do we see this 10 million random phone numbers? We can say, first of all, we can check if this file is actually created, and we can say ls, and here in the folder called one, the one we just created, now contains a file called cracked phone numbers. So from here, we can clear the screen and then check again. The file is there. Now let's open and see if we really have these 10 million phone numbers that we just created. We can say cut, and then the file name. Of course, you can type, or you can simply just copy and paste, and then enter. And look, this is this is crazy. I'm telling you, this is crazy. It's 10 million passwords or 10 million random phone numbers created in just in no time, in matter of seconds. So it is testing each and every combination to see if it will match your phone number. Just to be honest, you can't tell me that your phone number cannot be here. It must be within if you're using such a network. It is testing all other combinations while keeping the 3 digits constant. Uh, 092 is constant, it is not changing, but the rest are now changing. So this is how it is. It will run up to uh, 10 million numbers. I think I will not wait. It is actually too long. It will go up to the 10 million. Let me just stop that and take you through and see by yourself how these numbers are generated. You can't tell me that. All with my simple guess can say maybe your phone number is 0923189695, or it can be anything of maybe 0923189710. It may not be here, but it must be the other side. The other side that we have not seen yet, uh, it must be there. That's one. The same thing applies. If maybe you're also trying to test or to check uh, or guess a phone number that is for digital phone number, obviously you can equally do the same way, the same procedure. You can say crunch, then you say the minimum number of characters is 10 and the maximum number of characters is also 10. Then we we are now testing, or we are generating numbers that are similar to that of digital to see if your number could be there. So we say 098. This is for digital. If you're using digital, uh, and then the rest of the 7 digits are now random numbers. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7, and then we write it into a file and say we can name it maybe trapped phone numbers 2.txt. Again, you can just name it anything. It doesn't matter, but this is how I have actually preferred to name my file. and then we enter again and see how this happens. And again, in just a matter of seconds, we have another 10 million random phone numbers. Again, we can enter into the file and open. We can say cut, and then the file name that we have just created here, we can paste and then enter. And again, the same thing happens. It is running through. It is checking if your phone number is here 098, and then the rest is now a random number. This is how easy it is for your phone number to be guessed by a threat actor or a hacker in no time. That's one. Two, let me stop. It's too big, too huge to. Uh, this is a digital number. Any any of this could be your phone number. So that's one way. The second way is if in case uh, you want to try a number that has a country code. Now, how do you add the country code? The same thing. You do the same, just the same way. You can say crunch, crunch, and then now the minimum number of characters and the maximum number of characters will change. Why? This is because the country code will be added again now to the phone number. So then the characters will add up to say 9 plus 4, 13. They are 13. We'll say 13 is the minimum number of characters, and 13 again is the maximum number of characters. And we can say plus 211. It is uh, if you're trying that of South Sudan, probably you know that this 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 country code belongs to South Sudan. We can continue and now add again the rest of the numbers. Let's say 0, 9, 0 will not apply again here. If you're adding a country code, it will start from 9. So here, let's say we will not look at MTN or digital again. Let's say just uh, Zen, for example, Zen, a Zen number. Then the rest of the digits will now be random. They will just be random numbers. Again, we confirm 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 plus 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, these 6 characters will be constant. They will never be changing. But the other 7 digits will be changing. And again, we just write it into a file and we say cracked uh, phone numbers, phone numbers 3.txt. And we'll again do the same thing. And we have another 10 million phone numbers. How do we open this? We say cut, and then we copy the file name, we paste, and we enter. Now, your phone number is here with the country code. It is again running through the 10 million passwords to see if it will match. And because it's too long, I think we will not wait for that. This is a Zen number. It's a Zen phone number. Uh, it takes only this short time to guess your phone number. Now, In case, in case you may be trying that of a different country, you will say, for example, Kenya. Obviously, someone will try your Safaricom number and see if it will match. If not, then we'll go to your username, and a lot of other strategies will be actually employed on the way to get your password. So if we are trying that of Safaricom to those that are in Kenya, I will say this is the minimum number of characters is 13, and the maximum number of characters too is also 13. And then now we say plus 254. That is the country code for Kenya. And a Safaricom number starts with 072 or 074, 076, or whatever. Uh, Now, uh, these ones will be constant. This will be constant. And the rest that are coming here will now be random numbers. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they are 13. 6 plus 7, 13. Now we say we write it into a file again. And again, we can just follow the same way of naming uh, our files. Let me say this is going to be number 4, the txt, and then see again. It will generate these numbers, phone numbers, a Safaricom number with the country code plus 254, that is for Kenya. And then when you enter, again, another 10 million phone numbers generated in just only seconds. Now, let's see. We go into the file again. We copy, we paste, and then enter. And we already have our numbers here. So it doesn't need you to have anything in default, but you just need to know what you're actually attacking, and there you can just get done using Crunch. So this is how it's done. That's the second one. The third one again. If in case maybe you know only the last 3 digits or the last 2 digits of your victim or your target, the 3 digits of his or her phone number, then what do? You do this. Let me clear the screen again, and we say uh, crunch, and then I will just start with the number that starts with 0 something without a country code. The minimum number of characters is 10, and the maximum is also 10. Then I go to uh, the file now and say 09, let's say 098, and then now the rest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 are now random numbers, just the same way. And then we name our file. Now forgetting the last two. Let's say maybe the last two is the last 2 digits that you remember, maybe 25. You know that the number of your target, the number that you are targeting ends with 25. Then you can put 25 at the end, and 098 at the beginning here. This will be constant, and this also will be constant, but the rest in the middle here will be changing to test. It will test each and every combination to see if it will match. So these two plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. Then we write it into a file, which we can again name the same way. we say phone numbers, 5.txt, and we enter and say this is 100,000 passwords generated. 100 passwords that end with 25. Let us say, not passwords, you can call them phone numbers. Let's see. Then we use we just copy our file name, then we paste and enter. See, all these are numbers that starts with 098 and end with 25. See, it is all ending with 25, 25. So if the attacker knows that your phone number ends with maybe 25, then this is what he or she will do and get your phone number in just a matter uh, of seconds. So up to this far, this is what I actually have for you today. Uh, I want to say thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.